My name is David Johnson, and I was once part of the board here at the Mills Community House. And I love it because it has both history, which I taught for a number of years in school, and the library, which is a source of learning for so many people in the small rural community that we have here in northern Michigan. My wife is also one of the librarians at the at the Benzodian Public Library, and has devoted her time and talents to that to that special place. This has been a great thing for us to help celebrate today with the centennial of both the Mills and the Benzodian Public Library. Grateful, I have to say, for Amanda McLaren. I think she has just taken this library and made it the community valued resource that has long been wanted over the last couple of decades at least. She actually worked with my wife over at Interlochen and got her beginnings in that location. And my wife remembered how well Amanda was at that job and felt that she would be a wonderful director for this. And so here we are celebrating that kind of progression and evolution of somebody's time and talent and dedication to their community that Amanda has brought to the revival of this library. What we've seen is a rebirth of this building where things were separated. You were either the Mills or the library. And I think the survival of this building and what it means today is due to a symbiosis that we worked for at that time to really make cooperation the number one goal of the library and the Mills. And I think that's proven out. The historical, Benzie Historical Society too, with the museum. We've dealt with so many ways in which this is a community center. That's the name on the building, Mills Community House. And it is not only geographically, but I think culturally and historically, and now in people's minds, exactly that. And we love it when we have the speaker series from the Historical Society being featured here during many times in the year. And in fact, tonight, I think this weekend, we're having the Benzie Chorus upstairs in the Mills performance room on the upper floor. And that's the kind of thing that the Benzie area players used to be, and I think they still do, performances up there as well. And that's something I had sort of a connection with as far as a most memorable experience for me. Was at the time that I was on the board. I had been doing in past years musical reviews, and I had some friends that I had done these with that came up here and spent some time, and they said, well, why don't we come back and put on a little show up upstairs in the Mills? I think we might be able to use that as a fundraiser. And it came to be. It was an evening of Cole Porter, so that's my strongest memory. We had scenery and picked different things from whether it was a bench from Papa Jay's down in Honor as a prop to Steve Elrick, who was a great scene painter, and he did a wonderful New York skyline in the background. The lumber yard came and gave us some lattice that we put together. A little French cafe scene. So we had these different parts of the stage that we could use for the various songs that Cole Porter wrote. The bottom line was it was a huge success. We actually had an open bar. We were able to treat it as a dessert and like a post happy hour kind of setting. The tables were spread around the room. People came in, and then the show began with another open and another show. And we sort of felt that was appropriate for the Mills because it was another opening of that space upstairs as a performance area that we had hoped that this would show everybody what could be still done up there. And another opening, another show. And we continued on through that review. And another song was Anything Goes. And that's certainly what we did. We took that attitude of anything goes and put it out there. The bottom line for that fundraiser review is we got enough money to refinish the floor and the upper level and some extra things, and that set the tone for replacing the air conditioning and putting bathrooms up there, because that was one thing that performance space needed was bathrooms instead of coming all the way down to the bottom floor of the mills. That came later, and again, thanks to Jimmy McLaren, Amanda's husband, and his connections and his futuristic look of and acceptance of what needed to be done to that space and how it's paid off. And I think Kristen would, who is our executive director today and manages the mills, would agree that those kind of features up there have made that space come back alive and being used. And I can't remember if I've already said it tonight. The Benzie Chorus will be up there performing, and so we really, and it's called Benzie Community Chorus at the Mills Community House. I think that's the kind of theme and trend that has really stuck with me and makes me feel good about this place, is that it actually delivers on its promise of being truly a community house for a variety of meetings, whether it's wedding receptions or celebrations or lectures or enrichment, craft shows, Christmas time with the kids celebration up there, and you have a puppet show going, and you have songs, carols being sang before and after, and just that activity level, and then seeing the ages of families bringing their kids to this place. We witnessed that today out on the front porch with with the craft workshop there. It's that kind of visual that when you come to the Mills House and you see that kind of activity here with the programming that is done for kids in this children's room, it's very, very special and very, very confirming about what place and what value this building and this library have in this community. I think what the community can do is just come and be here, have your footprints on this place too. It's nice that we have options too, like with Zoom and with the videos that can be seen remotely. But there's nothing for me. There's nothing like being here in the place. And I'm not sure whether it's the vibes from the building that are part of that, but I'm all about being in an in-person relationship, and I love it when I come in here and I just see the kids engaged here in this building with the school, with the reading time, with the children's time here, or like tonight. I think we're planning on going up to the Benzie Chorus concert either tonight or tomorrow night, and it just becomes alive. It becomes alive. There's emotions. That you're not going to get through a screen. It's that in-person kind of thing that I'm just so happy that this building can offer this community that kind of environment. So that I think that's a real plus, and just to support both the library in any way you can, whether it's donations or just getting your own library card and coming in and realizing that the mail system they have can give you a chance to get books within a couple days from that they may not have here, but from the greater library system that they're a part of. So just I hope stay in tune with what this Mills and this library have to offer to this community is what I would say, and show up and just be thankful that we have it.